Hey guys, welcome back to Dinner Made Easy with Dina, and I'm Dina. I have got some really easy and fun recipes to share with you for New Year's Eve. Hope you guys all had a great Christmas. So let's get started on those. Not going to take you a ton of time, but they're really delicious recipes. So stay with me. Let's get going on that. We have three really tasty holiday appetizers we're going to share with you today. So it will brighten up that New Year's Eve party, or even if it's just the two of you for New Year's Eve. First up, we're going to be making some really delicious barbecue dogs, and you can use either hot dogs and you can cut those in half, or you can use the little smokies, whichever you prefer. So, what I've done is I got a can of biscuits and I've taken those biscuits and I just cut them in half. And now I'm going to shape them in the shape of a hot dog bun, just a little mini hot dog bun. We don't need full size ones for the party. And just like that, we are almost finished rolling those out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let those rest right here on my cutting board. I'm going to get a little paper towel and I'm just going to lay it over the top and let these rest while we get busy making the sauce for our dogs. Okay, so next we have a medium-sized saucepan and I'm using some sugar-free Concord grape jelly, and you can use it with sugar if you'd like. We're just trying to cut back on our sugar a little bit. And I'm going to take the whole jar and I'm going to put it right into the saucepan. And I do have the saucepan on a medium heat because we want that to start melting down. There we go. Okay, so now we've got that out of the jar, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to make sure that I measure this correctly. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to get our barbecue sauce, and I use Sweet Baby Ray's. You can use whatever you like. And I'm just filling the jar up because I need equal parts of barbecue sauce to the grape jelly. And then we're going to add that into the saucepan. Make sure we get all the goodness out. There we go. And these are going to combine together and just simmer until we get that sauce nice and hot. And it smells so good. And this is super easy, you guys. Anybody can do this recipe. If I could do it, so can you. Just make sure that you're keeping a good eye on your sauce as it's heating up and that you're stirring it. Don't let that burn. That scorched taste probably wouldn't taste very well. Okay, so I have some little smokies, and that's what I'm going to use today. But like I said, you can use hot dogs and just cut them in half if you want to do that. So what I'm going to do is, there again, make sure that this is nice and hot and smooth before I add in my little smokies. And I have my oven ready, and I'm going to go ahead and pop those little buns in that I made. And I just followed the instructions on the package, and I believe it was $3.75 for about 8 to 10 minutes. And so that looks like our sauce is starting to come together really well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I got my measuring cup just so I could tell you how many I put in there. So I did measure out 2 cups of smokies, and then I just froze the rest of the package. But if you enjoy these and you want to make a bunch ahead, they do freeze well. Just use the whole package and then take half of it and put it in the freezer for the next celebration. Okay, now that it's nice and hot, we're going to go ahead and pour those smokies in there, and we're going to let those simmer until they're heated all the way through. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes since we put these buns in the oven, and the little smokies have been simmering away, so they're good and hot all the way through. We're going to go ahead and take our buns out of the oven, and we're going to start assembling our barbecue dogs. Okay, I put the buns on the plate, and I'm now going to put my barbecue dogs right in the center in a little dish here so people can help themselves to the dogs. Whether they want a bun or they don't want a bun, then it's up to them. So we're just going to slide those right in there. We're going to put some juice in it, and then I'm going to show you how that looks at the end here. I can't even begin to tell you how wonderful these smell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place some toothpicks kind of randomly in here just to make it a little bit easier for people to get the dogs out. And then that's all there is to it, guys. Just put it on the table and you're ready to serve these. Okay, this next appetizer is a super simple one. We're just spraying the baking dish. I already preheated the oven to 400 degrees, and I have a bag of frozen meatballs. You can make your own if you want, but I'm just trying to keep it simple so that I'm not working myself silly. I did that already during Thanksgiving and Christmas, so this one's going to be easy on me. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is pour some spaghetti sauce over the top. You can use whatever brand you want, or like I said before, if you need to have homemade, you just go right ahead and make your spaghetti sauce. Pour it right over the top. The whole key for me is just keeping it simple. So I just want to make sure that those meatballs are nice and covered, and I just use a small dish, but you can use as much as you want to. Now I'm going in with some Havarti cheese over the top because that's just what I had on hand, but feel free to use whatever cheese you want. I'm going to just lay it over the top, and I just use 3 slices on this one because, well, it's kind of a smaller dish and we really didn't need more than that. And then I am going to put it in the oven. Like I said, it's preheated at 400 degrees, and I believe it was about 15 minutes that it was in the oven before everything was nice and hot and bubbly. And look at how wonderful these came out. Okay, the next segment I'm doing here, I'm just putting the words up there so you can see exactly what I've done. You can substitute cod with chicken if you prefer. But give this a try. It's a really great recipe. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the videos, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps my channel out a ton, and I'd really, really appreciate it. And thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate you giving me your time.